Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the KWF. We have an elimination triple threat match tonight for you. It's a triple threat match of
is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 163 pounds, Terry.
it's a triple threat of former champions. You have to believe that the winner of this matchup would put themselves in a good position to face off against the KWF Heavyweight Champion, Tactor.
And his opponents, first from New York, weighing in at 100 pounds, the Superstar.
Stitch, a terrifying and unpredictable combatant, a former KWF Heavyweight Champion. The KWF Heavyweight Championship, of course, held by Tactor. Tactor having defeated Venom at the last pay-per-view event in order to secure that championship. The question is, who will be Tactor's opponent at the next big show? And here comes the most decorated champion in this matchup. A three-time
from Fairfield, Connecticut, weighing in at 288 pounds, Kid Carnage.
A former three-time KWF Heavyweight Champion, the only three-time KWF Heavyweight Champion in the history of the KWF, Ken Carnage. Now this triple threat match is under elimination rules, so it will go from a triple threat to a one-on-one, and then we will have a victor. Will the victor be Officer Tiny? Will it be Stitch? Or will it be this man, Ken Carnage? Regardless of whether or not he is actually carrying the strap, Carnage always carries himself like a champion. And we are underway, and Tiny and Stitch going right after each other, and Stitch laying Tiny out for a quick second. Carnage going right after Stitch. Now it would be curious to see whether or not Tiny and Carnage work together like in their old tag team days. It doesn't seem to be the case of what's going to happen, though. Tiny breaking it up between Carnage and Stitch there. Oh, and Carnage overpowering Stitch as well. Vicious strikes to Stitch. And Officer Tiny going. Carnage, of course, enjoying quite the size advantage in this matchup. Oh, and Stitch with a vicious clothesline. And a big clothesline from Officer Tiny as well. Nice face buster there from Stitch. And another big clothesline from Stitch. And a big knee from Karnage. Stitch rolling to the outside. Big right hand. A somersault on Prettier. And Karnage in for the pin on one. And Officer Tiny kicks out. Oops, Stitch came in with that kendo stick, but he was not successful in his attempt at going after Ken Karnage with the kendo stick. Tiny with the neck breaker on Karnage, and then Stitch with the rear waist lock on Tiny. Karnage has Stitch from behind. Oh, and the big knee, the feast your eyes knee. That, of course, is off the Tiny's finish. Wonder if that is perhaps a message from Ken Karnage there. If it is, Tiny may not have received it as he was, lying on the outside of the ring. Stitch now battling out of that knee bar submission. Oh, Tiny back in the ring and going after Karnage. Oh, big kick. Stitch shoots Karnage, and he goes over the top rope, and now Tiny going after Stitch. Big suplex. Russian leg sweep and mounted punches. Teardrop suplex. Oh! And the big knee into the pin. One, and Tiny kicks out, and Stitch kicks Karnage. And now Tiny going after Stitch. Karnage back in the ring. And he has Tiny. Double knee breaker. Ooh, and Stitch going after Ken with the kendo stick. But now Ken has the kendo stick, and Stitch may regret bringing it into the ring. Karnage pulling Stitch to his feet. And going after the little blue fella's leg. Officer Tiny now, having intercepted Ken, is feeling his wrath. The ankle pick from Ken Karnage trips him up. Knee breaker. Stitch to his feet. Karnage has him. Slam followed by a punch. And Tiny going after Karnage. Oh! Face buster. Karnage able to battle out, and blunt force trauma. In for the pin. One, and Tiny kicks out again. Now, notice no frustration on the part of Ken. He just goes right back to work. Little exchange between him and Stitch there. And Stitch lays out Tiny with a kick. Nice forearm from Stitch. And sit out powerbomb. Stitch is still in this thing. He shoots Karnage into the corner. Oh, Karnage with a big elbow, able to fight back. Double knee breaker. Oh, big right hand spinning Tiny around. Carnage has him. Tiger suplex. Carnage pulling Tiny to his feet. Reverse power slam. The strength of Carnage is impressive. And Carnage targeting the knee. Oh, steel chair. Officer Tiny has had enough of Carnage's shenanigans. Tiny going after Stitch now. In for the pin. 1, 2. Stitch has been eliminated. Oh! Big knee, but it doesn't take Carnage off his feet, but the forearm does. Oh, Carnage rolls out of the way. Ooh. And the rolling cutter. In for the pin. 1, 2. And that's it. Carnage wins the match. Take a look back at some of the highlights of that matchup. Stitch eliminated by Officer Tiny, and Carnage takes out Tiny with the rolling cutter.
Here is your winner, Ken Carnage.
So now the question on my mind is, when do we get to see Carnage versus Tactor? Good night, ladies and gentlemen.